Welcome back. Today's video is a follow-up to a video I shot 2.5 years ago on this pole saw. People ask me how it's doing. Is it doing well? It is. If you clean your tools and keep them in good running order, they'll last a lifetime. So let's get into what our challenge is today using one of my favorite tools. If you're interested in my first video where I unbox and assemble this for the first time and take out a pine tree, I'll post that up here somewhere at the eye and down below. Here's today's challenge. These branches out here in the winter time, they just get covered with snow and ice and they have a tendency to bow down a lot, and it's just going to break off the tree. So I'm just going to cut off the long sections and reduce the level of not only ice and snow that can get on there, but also help the tree be healthy in the long run. You might have seen this in the shot. This is a ball return and a backstop that I've made. I'll post those videos down below and up here in case you're interested. It's been a while since I used this pull chainsaw, so I've got to put some more bar oil in there. Doesn't really matter what brand you use. It's all pretty much the same, as long as it's SAE approved. I took the cover off with an Allen wrench. You can see that it's a little loose there, so I'm going to have to adjust the screw here on this side and clean this up. Actually take this off here and just kind of get a toothbrush, which I use for all sorts of different things. So you're starting out on a good footing with a clean tool. Always important. Now it's all cleaned up. Don't forget the back cover. Clean the chain. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just a heck of a lot better. Don't forget to lubricate the cog at the end here. There's a hole here on this side. You can kind of see a little bit of movement there, and there's a hole here. Clean it out with a toothpick and then put it on the ground like that and just get one of these grease guns. I'll post it down below if you're interested, and just push in and lubricate until you see grease coming out that way. And it's this green, blue-green stuff. That side, and then just do this side. Doesn't take much, but it makes a big difference in keeping your chainsaw in good working condition. Most chainsaws will have a little guide like here, so you know which way to put your chainsaw on, because you don't want to put it on backwards. I'm showing you this adjustment screw now because once I put this on you won't be able to see it, but this just moves this little shuttle piece when you put that on in order to tighten the chain. So let's put this all together now that it's all cleaned and lubed. You can clean the track with the toothpick too, but it doesn't get too much stuff in there, but just in case. And then put it on this little cog here in the back and arrange it on the shuttle. Push it down, and you want just a little bit of tension, so that's just about right. This is going to loosen up on you likely when you're using the chainsaw, so you want to check it all the time as you're going on and make sure that that gap is no more than that. Put your cover on and then put the bolt in place. Make sure you have the right one for your chainsaw. And this one you want to lock down pretty good because that's what's holding this bar in place. Yeah, that may be a little too tight, but you'd be amazed at how quickly it's going to loosen up. Because we're all about safety on this channel, make sure that you wear some kind of hat. If there's big branches above you, a hard hat would be good. Certainly gloves and eye protection. These are cheap and easy to replace. Once you damage your eyes, it leads to a whole different level of complication that nobody wants to deal with. For this tree, I may not even have to get a step ladder because this pole extends over 8 feet. I'll actually post what it is up here. You just need to make sure that you lock it in place at whatever height you have it and keep a good hold on it for safety. Another thing that people don't always do is use this option here. You plug in to the cord that comes with the chainsaw, and then you run your other cord, extension cord, through here just so you're not putting a lot of tension on this connection here. It does make a big difference. Hit the safety. And let it go. I might have to extend the boom all the way out to get these branches. After about 4 or 5 cuts, you want to kind of look at your project and see if you've gotten enough off the sides. You don't want to totally butcher the tree. You want to give it a nice shape and keep it safe through those hard winter months of snow and ice. The tree is looking pretty good. I don't like this branch out here. There's some dead stuff up here I'm going to try to attack. You want to get all the dead branches out. It's unhealthy for the tree. You might be able to see where I've cut in previous years. This is an ongoing process for all the trees you might have on your lot. After a couple cuts, you want to make sure you check your chain. It's loosening up a little bit more than my liking. I've unplugged my chainsaw before you do anything with it. You don't want it to accidentally cut your fingers off, and that would be a drag. Flip it over, adjust it a little bit. See how it is? Still a little loose. You can actually move it around a little bit. Oh, I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. Doesn't take much. And now that chain is good to go for more cuts. I'm looking over the tree and I'm really happy with the results. In about 20-30 minutes, totally took care of everything. And here's all the branches I took out. Dead ones and live ones. I could get way up into the tree. Snake the pole saw in there and just really take care of business. Those cuts are probably a good 15-20 feet in the air. No problem for this pole saw. For those who doubt Harbor Freight quality, this is an example of Harbor Freight awesomeness. This tool pays for itself again and again and again. I've used it a bunch of times now, and it's still going strong, just like day one. No buyer's remorse here. In my neighborhood, to do the work I just did, $200, maybe $300. If you're lucky, this tool is just a fraction of that cost. Thumbs up and comments, always appreciated. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in all sorts of evaluations of home gear, sports gear, electronics equipment, designs of all kinds, making and breaking stuff. I even do costumes, cosplay, and props. Check out my channel and please subscribe because you never know what you're gonna cut.